So today we'll be talking about evil covenants, bloodline curses. With covenants, these are agreements that binds, you see, for someone who grew up in a generation, because I noticed there's some people who believe that once you give your life to Jesus Christ, automatically you become a new person, which is, you are a new person, but they believe that your generational curses, all these demonic covenants of darkness, they are cancelled. And they go further to explain the verse that says, now the Spirit is the Lord, and where the Spirit of the Lord is, there's liberty. I must tell you that it's easy for someone who's coming from a generation where their great-grandfather served Jesus alone, the grandfather served Jesus, and the father served Jesus. So mainly these are people that are coming from the generation that served Jesus. And, their problems are never going to be the same as someone who came from a generation where the great-grandfather was a witch or a great-grandfather worshipped the dead. Any sorts of covenant that was excluding Jesus and unity with the devil. So if a child from that generation gives their life to Jesus, as much as they would love Jesus, they cannot ignore their bloodline. They would have to address some of the problems and really find the real intervention of God and find a way out. And I am not ignoring that this word of God is alive. It's true. God is the one who wants us to get the deliverance, but you cannot ignore the truth of what he said. Indeed, he does visit until the fourth generation because of sin. And so what I want to emphasize first is that you would have to first recognize the truth. I think the enemy is intending this purposefully to make people to feel like once you give your life to Jesus, automatically those evil covenants are cancelled. With my experience, with what I have gone through, and I've tried to believe one of those things, and honey, it doesn't end well because you cannot compare things. It's easy for someone, like I said in the beginning of this video, for someone who is coming from a foundation where Jesus Christ was God, and for someone who's coming from a different covenant of a generation, even if you are not part of this satanic covenants, but if you're coming from a covenant where the devil was involved, you were initiated. Now there are different kinds of initiation that I would like to talk about. Okay, sometimes it's not necessary about you being the person who did that initiation directly. You could have been maybe initiated to this demonic powers. You were handed over to this demonic spirits, which makes sense while you would dream snakes and all these mimic spirits in your dreams. They talk to you. They put you on assignment. So there is a reason why one would have this kind of experience. So guys, I greet you and welcome to this conversation. I want us to move, okay? There is a reason why you would have to see these encounters. There is a reason why you would see someone coming to sleep with you, because it doesn't just happen while you would have a spirit spouse. Spirit spouse is because there was a covenant. Sometimes people, they rushly want to get that thing out. Like you want to get the spiritual husband out of your life. Or if you have those torments, whatever problems that people will talk about, some people talk about the thing that follows me when I'm walking. I feel like there's something following me everywhere I go. You see? And someone would say to you, you're just being ignorant. They are not ignorant, and it hurts because if you're coming from that foundation where you wanted God to help you and you want to get the understanding, if you're trying to get the understanding from someone who is actually reading from the Word of God. But I want to tell you that the Word of God is big to the point that I can ask God to show me a way to go to a certain place, and God can show me the direction, but in a different way. You see, the Word is truthful, you see, but this potion may be applicable for a certain thing. And listen to me closely. I'm not saying that the Word of God, we can use it for this and that, or I can twist it to mean something that it does not mean. What I mean is, if someone has never or is coming from a foundation where Jesus Christ was God, their dealings or the problems that they may have can never be the same as someone's coming from an evil foundation. So even if you are the one as well who initiated yourself to demonic spirits, and you became something, you gave your life to some stuff, initiated yourself into some stuff, you see, you have given the devil a legal right. So when you come out of that covenant, you don't just accept Jesus Christ. There's something that people should also understand, is that you need to renounce those old covenants. You need to put a stop to the legal right, because you were married to demonic spirits. They had a right. So if you think you can cast someone who belongs to you, someone who owns you, this is different. That's why when it comes to deliverance, I've been learning as a woman of God to listen to God when I'm praying for someone. Situations are not the same. I can't just always carry the understanding I used when I was healed. I was praying for someone else. Sometimes someone can come in front of me, just like someone one day, I was praying to a specific woman, and she was so scared. And the more she spoke, I could sense the spirit that was tormenting her. And God had to make me say some words to calm the situation down for her to focus on what I'm saying. Because yes, the deliverance was right there. God was with me in that room with her. But the enemy can see that there's a lot of faith here. There's a lot of grace. Jesus really wants to set this woman free. So now this demonic spirit was causing this so much confusion in her heart, in her mind, and she was clouded with fear, which is the reason why God had to make me to say some few words to keep her quiet, so that she could be able to renounce. I led her that day to renounce the demonic spirits she was in agreement with. And I'm telling you, after her renouncing those demonic powers, there was a huge deliverance. I mean, she was talking about how things were not moving in her family, how she was scared. She was really scared of this person who was a witch in the family, who was causing the havoc. It's easy for someone to say, how come? But situations, when you keep on looking at them, when you are the one always seeing these demonic powers all the time, and you are not close to God or allowing Him to help you, you can be afraid a lot of demonic people. People who are led by demonic spirits. But if you say, I want to give myself to Jesus and take really the step, you would see yourself free. I am going to make a lot of videos concerning this subject. These are one of the subjects which I believe it will be great to have 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, days and weeks, months for you to talk about this subject, because this is a very sensitive subject which people sometimes would hide. If you ask them what's wrong with you, they want to hide that they have a spiritual husband. They want to hide what they're going through because they feel like they're not Christian enough, because they're suffering from these things and they know what other Christians believe. So let's not allow the devil to keep stealing when Jesus has already made deliverance available for the church. Jesus Christ wants the church to be free. So let's not get in the way of His deliverance coming up with some stuff we don't understand. I would really say that I'm going to make a lot of part series for this video, because I want to walk us step by step, because ignoring covenants and renouncing them and just moving like nothing happened, it doesn't mean that these demonic spirits will do the same. So I need you guys please to like, comment, and subscribe. Our next part, it's coming. Like I said, I'm going to make a lot of series for this video. When you like on this video, you were telling YouTube, TikTok that this video is great. So someone like you may be able to find this video. So God bless you. Mwah.
Thanks for watching.